Hello everybody, my name is David Logan, the IT Geek. We're here for another series of the Techno Dinosaur meets the IT Geek. I'm based here in Annan, southwest Scotland. For this week we're having sunshine and showers. With me today is Willie Nicol. So Willie, where are you and how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, David. I am in Troon, South Ayrshire, Scotland, UK. I am Willie Nicol, the Techno Dinosaur. I'm called that because I'm technologically challenged. However, I'm also a personal development life coach, helping people with the stuff in their life they want to improve.
Stuff in the life. Are you any good at clearing out stuff out of offices?
No, I'm more acclimatised to clearing stuff out of the head.
Out of the head. Very good. Right hand side or left hand side?
Either.
Forget me. Okay, this week, question for you, Willie. What is assertiveness and how can you help?
That's a very good question, David, and it's one I'm a topic that I'm asked about quite often. So what is assertiveness? If you were to look up the dictionary, it is the quality of self-assurance and confidence without being aggressive. And I'll talk more about aggressive and assertive later. Now, we'd all like to be confident in all situations, but sometimes that's not the case. When our assertiveness deserts us, it's sometimes easier said than done to be assertive. However, I did some research online and I took some notes about how we can improve our assertiveness if we're having a bit of a dip. So let me just refer. Communication skills are very important. You have to figure out, are you passive, which means you just say yes to everything, right? Are you aggressive, which is not the way to go either, because aggressive communication can tend towards bullying and pushing others into situations they don't want to be in. What you want to be is assertive, where you politely state what it is that you want or you need. And you can do that without being passive or aggressive. I hope that makes sense.
Yep.
Another way is to think about what you're going to say if you know you're going to be in a situation where assertiveness might be a problem. So think about what you're going to say first. Instead of somebody saying, will you do this for me? And you automatically go, okay then. And then think immediately, I didn't want to do that. So think about what you're going to say. You might even want to consider having a couple of stock phrases like, can I get back to you on that? I'll need to check my diary. Or for that matter, I'm very sorry, but I've got other things to do. I can't help you. Right? Not impolite, not aggressive, but think about having your, I don't want to call them excuses, but having your ducks in a row before that happens. Another thing about assertiveness or lack of assertiveness is you might feel guilty when you say, I can't do that for you. And that guilt makes you just, okay, I'll do it for you anyway. And then you berate yourself for being so passive. So we have talked previously about the way we talk to ourselves. Practice using what I call positive self-talk. Bump yourself up. I'm worthy of doing what I want to do. I have important things to do with my time. I am an important person in my own right, without going over the top. So practice that. So when it comes to somebody asking for something you don't want to do, you will feel more comfortable in asserting your personality. We've talked previously about breathing. When something happens, take a deep breath, count to 10. It's a very, very effective tool in a whole variety of situations. So again, when somebody approaches you and asks you to do something you don't want to do, take a deep breath. That also gives you the time to think, do I want to do this or do I not? And if I don't want to do it, how can I politely say no? Does that make sense also?
Absolutely, yes.
Right. We also talked about body language and confidence. So if you want to appear more assertive, adopt a more assertive stance, right? So you don't have to stand like Superman with your chest out in a kind of aggressive posture. You stand up straight, put your shoulders back, maintain eye contact with the other person, and adopt a kind of neutral expression, neither aggressive nor passive. And just by doing that, you're in a better position to formulate a response to whatever the request is going to be. Okay, moving on. If you know you're going to be in a situation where assertiveness might be problematic, an interview with your boss, and you know he's going to ask you to do something that you don't really want to do, practice with a trusted friend. Go through that scenario and imagine that's going to play out. You respond accordingly, and then you seek feedback from your trusted friend. How did that sound? Was that aggressive? Was it passive? Was it polite? What was it? And then take that on board, because there is a fine line between being assertive, being aggressive, or being passive and appearing weak or insecure. And it's learning where that line is, which will help us to get on the right side of being assertive. Another thing I would suggest is believe in your own worth, your own self-worth. Believe in yourself. I'm worthy of my own time. I don't have to do that. My time is as important as that other person's. Now, that might not always work, but self-worth, self-belief, if you can boost that up, that will go a long way to increasing your levels of assertiveness. Just before I finish off, consider setting boundaries. That means that I will go to that boundary, but no further. So if people, as some people will do, try and take a loan of you, as we say in the west of Scotland, or try and impose on your good nature, and you acquiesce in this and say yes automatically, you're being passive. So if you think about, where are my boundaries? Where is the line which I won't cross? And always remember, it's absolutely fine to say no, as long as you do it in a polite manner, right? If somebody asks you to do something or go there or whatever, you can absolutely say, I'm sorry, no. Finally, if any of this still appears problematic, talk to someone like me or another therapist who will be able to give you tools to overcome any blockages you have when it comes to your own assertiveness. So I hope these tips have been useful. Remember, assertive, not aggressive, and not passive. That's me.
Thank you, Wally. Thanks for answering that. Fantastic topic there. A lot of content. To you, the viewer, if you want to know more or you want to have assistance, drop in the comments below and we'll come back to you. Or a private message. Or even send a private message to Wally direct. Send it to me, one of my connections, or throw it over to Wally. Have a great week, everybody. Keep an eye out for the Techno Dinosaur meets the IT Geek.
Thank you, David. Just one last thing. I'm happy to chat to anyone on a pro bono basis. If you want to get in touch with me, I'll send you my calendar link. You can book a wee consultation with me. There will be no charge, no obligation. I just like to help with any of the things that I've talked about. So, in the meantime, stay safe, stay well, have some fun. Goodbye for now.
Bye.